I just want to give a brief perspective as somebody had over 20 years in the unions and had these deductions as a part of what was laid out there as something we should be definitely doing. And we have a problem in that there is pressure to contribute, especially when you've got people that are on the union e-board sitting in the personnel office letting folks know whether or not somebody's actually contributing. I can't have one of my staff get payroll deduction to support my campaign, and that's a good thing. None of us can. And yet, we are going to use taxpayer dollars to take that money and send it to somebody who has actually hurt rank and file members. Let me speak to that. 2001, Act 9. PAC money from unions went to the people who voted for Act 9 and started turning our pension systems upside down. Every year since, more money from those poor union members is going to people who voted to underfund that pension. The members don't have much say in that process. Speaking as rank and file, and as the polls even among rank and file members show that there is a strong plurality of the members who want to see this because they see it as an unethical practice, and rightly so. This polls well among the rank and file. And it's precisely for the things like I just described. We need to have the ability, the rank and file members need to have the ability to hold the people who we're paying to represent us, just like we would an attorney that was representing us, just like in the private sector, just like we would anybody who had a contractual obligation to work for us. We ought to have the ability to hold them accountable. By putting it back in the hands of the union members, they still have the ability to contribute. It's just we're not using the government to pay for it, to take it out. They can do the same thing down at their bank. All they've got to do, or with PSECU, we can just go online, automatic deduction. As soon as the paycheck goes in, another check goes out to the PAC. It is that simple. It is not taking away anybody's rights. It's not disenfranchising the rank and file members. And our rank and file members are smart enough to know that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in support.